Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Dawid Gonia, and I'm a founder of Mind Reading Technology Group, which saves people's lives. You can find me online. My actions are very transparent. From years, I'm talking about technologies, what are around us, and how this affect our brain privacy and human mind. If you would like to know more, you can have a look or Google. There is all information necessary for your experience. So if you know anybody who is actually targeted these days and looking for help, valuable, credible data, I'm inviting everyone to that group. There is everything explained, what is related to direct energy weapons, cognitive weapons, neuromonitoring, and I got lately a lot of connections in many agencies, government, military, intelligence. It's all there. I'm transparent, and my actions are transparent. So, from many years, as one of the targeted people, I documented many situations and I've got a huge experience in that field. So if you're looking for any informations, you are most welcome to visit my group. Thank you.
Question.
Sure.
Hi.
John? Hello, John.
Do you think 10% of the population is targeted?
It's more than that.
How much do you think it is?
Oh, I don't want to speculate, but it's more than that.
Oh, that's a knee slapper. Is it 15%?
It's more.
It's more than that, John.
If I can say something that
If there's 5,000 people on each node and there's 10,500 programs, how many people are in the system? Including every prisoner on the planet Earth.
That's a very good question, I guess, John. Very good question.
All right. Well, next time I hear from you, I'd like an answer. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Pleasure to meet. We met once before.
Oh yeah, we have done one live before. I guess like that was 1.5 weeks ago.
Autumn, what's the purpose of this cast?
This purpose. Good morning. My name is Autumn Madox. I am an advocate for people that have been targeted by this horrible, horrible technology. And the reason for this cast, and I'm also a victim of the same technology and a survivor of it. But my reason for today, I want to come out in support of one of the most amazing warriors in this battle, and her name is Amy Holem. I have recently heard from Amy. I myself sat while she was doing the most amazing thing I'd ever seen in my life, and that was taking videos of a child that was being tortured, literally tortured by technology and by other things. And I want Amy Holem to have the recognition that she deserves. She is the one that can take a video, she can break it apart, she can find the noise in the background, she can decipher it, and she can find not only the weaponry system that's being used, she also can find that there are trafficking rings, literal human trafficking, sex trafficking, that are being used to torture, hurt, and literally torture a child. And the child I'm speaking of, everybody's seen our videos everywhere. And I'm an advocate for an amazing little boy named Matthias. And I want her to have the credit and other people not to take the credit and just use him as a poster boy. And I'm not putting anybody down because it's good to have these things out in public. But I'm just saying, when it comes down to the actual rolling your sleeves up, getting down into it and finding out what has happened to people, there's nobody better than Amy Holem on the face of the earth, as far as I'm concerned.
May I mention that you need to use restraint when referring to this boy?
Yes. Yes. You need to use restraint. We're protecting him at the same time, but this technology has been used to really hurt children, and he's not the only one. This is happening to thousands and thousands of kids and other human beings too, but children, and they're our future.
I invited Krista onto this because she had something to add.
Okay.
But she may not.
Krista?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
I don't think she showed
Oh.
yet.
Oh.
Well,
Is Amy going to be here?
no, but you know what? When I got the email from her this morning, I realized that she does not get the credit that she deserves. This woman makes this her life, and she's not gaining financially like most people do. She is so reasonable, but she makes it her entire life's work to find what the cause of this torture being used on human beings is. And it's people of all ages. Amy's audios, she's amazing.
Go ahead.
And
I
she's
know Amy
military
in
police.
person, so if you give me a
Yes.
chance, I would like to
Yes.
say something as well.
Absolutely, David, please do.
Thank you very much, Autumn. So I know Amy as a detective who is
Again.
working for many years to expose the usage direct energy weapons and MK Ultra on people. She's the huge expert and professional who is helping other people with their cases. And why I'm telling this, I contacted her a long time ago, and she also actually took one of my case on the board from her side. I didn't even ask for help. So I can rely on her, and I can say she is a professional person, detective, which helped many people out there. And I know her work is actually reaching out to many years in the past. So she did an
Yes.
awesome job, and
Yes.
she definitely should take a credit, get a credit for helping that child as well.
May I mention something?
Yes.
People don't understand that there's many different types of torture dealing with MK Ultra, Havana syndrome, which are getting the spotlight, but there's 10,000 kinds. And Amy specializes in the acoustic part, which is 1/5 of the gigantic mess we are in. So if you don't specialize and use the specialist and get her the notoriety that she deserves, when you need her in your court case, she needs to be the number one witness expert that you need to win your case.
Amen.
I fully agree
And
with
she
that.
is amazing.
You need to figure out who is the UHF, VHF, all these specific. Now,
Recordings.
acoustic is in of itself a weapon. It's one of the many.
Right. Exactly.
And people don't understand just how dangerous all this is. We just connected it to Antifa in Mississippi. We're like, hold on a second. The attorney general knew? Oh, yeah. Did they ever respond? No. Oh, they wrote us a letter saying it was a crime. They didn't prosecute the crime. Hold on a second. How long can we go with acoustic weaponry
And torture.
Do you know what an LRAD is? Anyone? LRAD?
Of
Okay.
course, it's a military grade weapon.
It's a sound cannon.
Yeah.
They aim it at the crowd. And when they stole a house 2 years ago in Connecticut, they aimed it at 70 residents. And they said, if you move, we're going to zap you. We're going to blow out your eardrums. And people complied. People complied. That's normal hardware for the Fusion Network, Fusion Center. There's 80 of them in the country. They drove up with a Humvee and a gigantic LRAD and aimed it at the person when they stole his house. He was no mortgage,
Illegally.
current with his taxes, aimed it at his house and said, in other words, they were saying, we want your patent on something else. They had targeted him. He doesn't even realize he's targeted. He has a patent on carbon credits. So when Somalia has no gross national product and Germany has an enormous number, Germany needs to write a check to Somalia. Well, in 2000, he got the patent on it. They took his house when they took his house, they took his daughter's ashes off the mantle. Not cool. Not cool. They targeted his 3 boys. Not cool. When one of the boys was assaulted by an entire football team and punched in the back of the head multiple times, they did not prosecute the football team. I'm telling you, there are crimes being committed to cover up the use of an acoustic cannon that's coming to your neighborhood.
And that's why we need people like Amy Holem who know how to tear those things apart and find out the origins of them. And she's not afraid. She's not afraid of it at all. She is a warrior and a half, and I respect her so much.
She's our expert witness. And I'm telling you now, what we're doing is we're adding plaintiffs if something happened to you and you're willing to talk about it. Now, some of the worst cases we've come across, the people don't want to come forward because they're afraid and they can't be protected. Because one of the persons was arrested 13 times, false arrest 13 times. Luckily, I'm only 9.
One.
I could
I'm
tell
only
something
one.
about this because
I
I've
got a
been
couple in
targeted
there,
from
but that's
years.
all right. I'm not worried about that.
I've been
Yeah, but it
targeted
might
from
be
years,
different
so
in
I can
Ireland.
tell about experience how that actually works. I've been targeted through V2K,
Tell it.
Boys to School, direct energy weapons type of LRAT, but in smaller version, which is actually mobile, which can be implemented on a car. It's a sound plate. It looks like a sound plane which is emitting the string of sound
It looks like a
directly in
direct
your.
TV antenna.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be in those sizes. They operate all the program through their computers and programs what they use. They can do that remotely from the neighbor's house or from the area if you are living in the fusion center where these actually programs are popular. The neighborhood is aware of this and they are taking a part in false flag operation, which where targeted person is victimized. There have been misleading information spread about the targeted individual that he is under investigation, which is probably blackmailing or just misleading other people. And on those terms, they are involving other people to target you. So they are using their houses. Please, John.
Yeah, I got an LRAD in the recording that I'm making. I brought up another page and I have a design of the LRAD police unit from New York City, NYCPD. So when you listen to the video later, here's the LRAD right here. And here's the LRAD acoustic marine version. So there's, a weapon on a ship to disorient small vessels by aiming what is considered a laser, which is a safer way. Let's assume a pirate is in the Mediterranean attacking another boat owner. The Coast Guard can aim an LRAD, which is what you would want them to do, to disorient a pirate stealing a vessel of a citizen. Here we go. So there are proper uses, which they think they have a license to use, and they do.
Yes.
And then you have these illegal bad actors taking advantage of civilians.
Yes.
When this becomes sold on the dark web or sold militarily to every municipality in the country. So when the police are in a district where they should be defunded. Now, I'm not for defunding police, okay? I'm only for defunding bad police. Bad police should not have an LRAD because what's going to happen is the children in the house they're aiming this at will be deaf.
And of course, this actually frequencies penetrate the walls. Like they can use even microwaves to audio the voice in your school. Dr. Duncan was saying a lot about those actually weapons, and his research is unbelievable. Then Barry Trower, ex microwave scientist from MI5 was talking about those weapons and was putting awareness towards operations like that.
Right.
So
And Barry Trower is pretty old, so he's not going to be an expert witness for that much longer. We better capture his commentary on video.
But you know when it gets really, really scary sometimes, guys, is when we realize that the thing that we're holding in our hand right now, as far as a cell phone, is also a weapon. And the fact that they can use cell towers, they can, and they are finding out more and more and more about what these scary looking towers everywhere are about. And that is the 5G, 6G going up to what is 10G soon. And the fact that they can manipulate people, manipulate thoughts of people, even through your cell phone. I mean, if you look on your cell phone and you say, and you're thinking in your mind, you're going, God, I could use a new mattress. All of a sudden, there's going to be a Serta commercial that comes up on your cell phone. Why is that? Because they have mind reading technology that comes through your phone.
Well, a smart meter is the equivalent of 169 phones in radiation.
Absolutely.
One of the things I want to interrupt, that I want to add about Amy is that when I had my results back from the scans for the implants,
Mm-hmm.
I had told Amy
We're on a
that
call.
the person who did my scan literally
Wanna join?
walked me outside because it's really an emotional thing. I mean, when you find out someone's implanted your body of implants and has been controlling your whole life, it's an emotional, thing. I mean,
Oh, it's horrifying.
even if you suspect it, of course. So anyway, the gentleman, I'm not going to disclose his name here, but he told me that one of my implants was being controlled by a mobile phone, and
Yeah.
I didn't get him to expand on it, and I'd like to follow up with him so he can. But when I told Amy that, she said, "Yeah, it's being controlled by your phone."
Mhm.
So I was like, "Oh, really?" Yeah, and then she explained how that was possible and how they
Because they're smart devices.
correct. And then she gave me like a test I could do with the phone of my phone and to see if that worked. And and I did it, and it was actually pretty impressive. So she's incredible. She
She
really
is
is.
brilliant. Honey, she is brilliant. I came across Amy the first time 2 years ago, and we got to be friends. And I was on a conference call with her, and I met her for the first time when I was staying in Gun Barrel City with a man named John Ryman. But we had a talk that night, and then we reconnected. And then we reconnected over and over and over again on social media. And then I've gotten to be a little closer to her lately and gotten more involved and having her look into things with other people too. And she is one of the most specialized specialists I've ever seen in my life, the way she can take audio and tear it apart. And unfortunately, a lot of people like to slander her or not give her credit or try to take the credit when she's been the one that's done the work. And she does the work, and she's not there to make a ton of money. Because she is so reasonable with what she charges people. She amazes me, her knowledge and the way that she has the intelligence, the technology to do what she's doing when she's been targeted herself for so long too. She's an amazing human being.
Ooh, question. How did she attach Oriole?
What she did is she was able to take the video. I was there. I was present when she was doing that, and I sent you, as a matter of fact, a copy of that audio, John. But
Yeah,
what
I
she
saw it.
did is she's able to take it, and she takes apart the noise in the background, and she's able to identify it, and it comes through, and she said Oriole, the Oriole system. And then she was able to say she was actual names of people came through. And you can hear those things when she takes it and she breaks apart the audio, which is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. I wish I could do that, but I don't think I could even start to do that. She takes it, she finds the system, she finds the name of people that are running the systems, whether it be by last name, because usually people are, and she is like, and she knows this air traffic control. Then she comes through and she said, and then she's able to come through and she has the other people come through and she says, this is a rather flamboyant voice that's coming back in the background that's saying things like they were saying that of a sexual nature, which was really, really disturbing. But she's the one that found that, and she needs the credit for it because she does that, and she's found it on a lot of other people too. But I don't want to see her not have the credit she so deserves because she is an amazing human being.
Well,
And
and what I've found is a lot of people want to steal her research to add to their own,
Yes.
I guess, library of only to not to actually help people, but to actually try to discredit, I believe, as
It's
well,
called riding the coattails.
and also trying to give themselves credit because they know this certain organization that has been doing this to her. They know that their time is almost up because they should be a part of a federal investigation of taking advantage of targeted individuals.
Right. We got to be careful there, sweetheart. But yes,
I
agree
am.
with you.
Okay,
I
in the
agree with you.
background, in
I-
the background, on
yeah.
the video, I have the Oriole system,
Uh-huh.
which is air-to-air missiles.
Yeah,
In other words, they fly
yeah,
a
it's
plane.
lasers. It's laser. It's the Oriole laser system.
Well, that's a different one. But why are they using a military weapon
On a
designed
child.
for
On the
Iraq and Iran on
attached
civilian populations?
to a child.
Same question I have.
Yeah.
Although I really got to prove the direct connection between that laser system and how does she know that's what it is?
Well, that's one thing that Amy can prove, and that's why we need Amy.
She already has. She already has that where she took the
Data.
videos, and she's got even more. And she is amazeballs, guys. She has ways to break apart, and she's smart. That's why she has Amy's audios. That's why everybody in the world should not only listen to what
I know,
she has
but
to say.
publish
It's
the
proof.
proof.
Publish the proof. Yes.
Where is it?
Well, you got some in your hands. I got some in my hands, and we're going to use it in our court case.
And I also.
Amen.
And
So
we're gonna
let's
watch
just mention for a moment, yesterday we established the court of record. Then we filed a motion to change the venue.
Yes.
And then we added a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
They're
It's
going
going to
to be
get really
bumming.
interesting. I'm very excited about it.
They're going to be bumming. If we can get a fair judge, which is all we really need.
I believe we are.
And we
No
found,
names mentioned.
we think, now here I had a hard time believing it, that we found a fair Democrat.
Yep.
So
We don't
how
need to
can they
mention
say
names.
no?
We don't need to mention names, but I believe that, yes, we found a fair Democrat.
We found the Robert F. Kennedy of jurisprudence in a Texas
Yes.
courtroom, which can't be
Yes.
found in the state of Connecticut.
He is
It
great.
takes a lot for
He
me to
is
say
great.
that I have faith in somebody not being corrupt, but I'd put my name behind it. That I believe that to be true.
Okay, so let's all take 30 seconds to round it up. David, you
Okay.
go.
Thank you very much to everybody who was watching that live. If you have any questions, you can also always visit my group, Mind Reading Technology Group. You will find me everywhere. Just type it in. And I wish to say thank you to you folks as well for inviting me to that live. It was my pleasure to actually take a part in this. Thank you very much.
So David is omnipresent. I am clairvoyant. And what are you?
I'd call myself a telepath.
Nice. One-stop
myself-
shopping.
I call myself a target.
There you go, honey. Thank you all so much for taking this moment to not only recognize the work that Amy Holem needs to be recognized for. She puts her heart, her soul, and her faith in God behind everything she does, and I respect
Thank
her
you,
for it. I
Amy.
want her to have that recognition. Thank you
And
so much, Amy
special
Holem.
special thanks to Autumn.
Thank you, Autumn. Thank
Well
you,
done,
David.
Autumn.
Thank you, guys.
We're gonna get together and we're
The
gonna crack the
prettiest
code.
season of the year.
And
when
David,
your leaves fall off.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm still here.
I would love to know the next time we meet how many people.
All right, no problem. I will find out
David,
very
we're gonna have
quickly.
to get together
Do you
and do the
know
math.
my background is visual specialist and marketing professional. So
Oh.
believe me, sourcing these informations to separate them from false or true are very easy to me. So
In other words, how many slaves are there in the world?
That are being
Right.
enslaved by this technology.
That's right. Human
Everyone
trafficking.
who
We're
is
gonna have to
connected
have some
to it.
people with calculators.
Yes.
We
David,
really are.
I'm
It's
gonna
bigger than you think.
a big shout out to David, and please contact him. He's got great things for everybody to discover.
Yeah.
Another
And not only that, he's one of my best friends, and so are you guys. And I love all of you. Thank you so much.
another infallible Irishman.
And John, maybe just few words from your side as well, please, and Sherri.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stick my hand up her back, up her shirt, and
What?
make her talk like a puppet.
Oh.
Sherri, I'm not really a ventriloquist. I'm Sherri Mullinex, and I have the best goddamn case on the planet Earth against Antifa. And she's not afraid to show it.
Hmm.
So let me tell you,
Well, I'm not showing, I'm afraid, okay?
I'm telling you, having my hand up her back is just a trick. This is the real McCoy.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
well,
need every excellent case there is rolled into one case. So
We're
not,
working on that, Flynn.
it's not a fallacy. It's not conspiracy theory. We asked the court last week in a motion to draft and rule that MK Ultra should stop. Now, obviously, they can't answer it because it's still going on, A, and they can't admit that it's not going on. So if the federal court in the United States can't stop MK Ultra, there's a problem because there's no constitution. There's no more United States without it.
We're sure going to give it a hell of a try, though, aren't we?
With a little help from a judge.
There
and
you
from
go.
above.
And great
I love you
connections
guys.
between people.
Cool.
God bless
bless
everybody.
you.
And you know
God
what?
bless you.
With working with other countries too, with people like David Gonia too.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
I would love for Amy to reach out and get some other stuff that we have. We need some audio forensics on quite a bit of things.
Yes,
She
kudos
is
to
the
Amy.
best. And I just wanted to recognize her with my respect for her because she is the best.
God bless.
I'm here to support her and to say that she's the only one. She is the only one that can
I
give you.
love Amy Holem.
We can't fix what's happening in the country without her.
That's right.
Well, don't put her on a list.
Post this everywhere, guys, please, because she deserves the recognition for what she does, and she's amazing.
At the end of the
Yes.
day, we are in this together, wherever
Yes.
you are.
Amen. We are.
Amen. God bless you guys. Have a great
David,
day.
what county are you from?
I live in Ireland since the last 21
Yeah,
Yeah,
years.
what county?
County Cork.
I'm
County
from
Cork.
County Cork.
Yeah.
Hey.
My grandpa,
Oh my goodness.
John Flynn the seventh.
I'm
Wow.
part of a group with him that's from
I,
Cork.
I know a few people of Flynn's. They are running a medical business down in Ireland.
Oh,
I'm sure they are.
They're targeting people.
My mom is from Clare, and her family owns the whole county.
Oh, well, that's nothing. His sons,
Yeah, don't talk about my kids.
Yeah.
That's
Bye.
perfect.
Thank you guys so much for sharing, and thank you for the recognition for Amy Holem because she so much deserves it. She really does.
we
God
love
bless you all.
We
Have a
love you,
beautiful
Amy.
day.
We love you, Autumn. We
All
love
right.
you too, David.
Thank you very much, everyone, for inviting me to that live. I wish you
The
a great
recording
day.
is over. I don't think we caught it all because when I was skipping around, it had an issue.
Perfect. Perfect.
But, you know,
Hopefully,
right.
they get that I have the Antifa evidence.
we have to become our own sound cannon.
Yes. That was great, guys. Thank you so much for that, too.
Thank you.
I love you, David.
I love you guys too. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All right. Bye-bye, honey.